once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Don't be surprised if they focus heavily on the run game here to start this first quarter. They know their running back, who has meant so much to this program, has been beloved by these fans, has a chance to break the single-season rushing record. They want to do it early and make sure there is juice here in this stadium. I expect them to give him the rock. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline early in this ballgame. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he can break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back, who they love. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Out wide right, it's Riley. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Finds his man on the RPO. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Reed. He wants to go deep. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Rush right in his face. He's got him this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run to the left. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Craver. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Third down from the gun, Manning fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Owens. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Just feeds the running back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Reed. Look out. He's got the back in the middle. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
to throw. Manning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Trying to get started. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here's Reed to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Rushes on. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Here's Manning to throw. Between the hashes, it's Coleman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Ken Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws it back. Under pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. And the ball's out and they're after it. Defense grabs the football and there he goes. He's loose down the middle. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the... Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags a quick pass on the left. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. There's some room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. Touchdown, Longhorn. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing Reed. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Riley. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long right here. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Craven. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Owens. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 12 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Bruins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He's got enough. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
A designed run for the quarterback. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Reed. That one just came off his hand badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. Quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. A give to Brown. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. One more time, it's Brown. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Left side is Horton. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Across the 25. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throwing Reed. They're all over him. And he never had a chance.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. At that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Punt is on its way. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand off for Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Turns up, it Smothers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Pulls it in. It's Townsend. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Again, it's Brown. Turning it on. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Oh, a double pass. Rush right in his face. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Across the 35. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This team right now showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
And this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Out wide left, it's Danzy. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Long way to go on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Time running out, and he goes On at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. It's a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
After the miss, the lead is still 1. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He wants a big play here late. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Aggie! They move on top here on the fourth.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Left side is Riley. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch Madness. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, force.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.